2025 might have been the worst year of all time. I swear to God, I've had so much to make countless videos about, but there been so much going on, I couldn't even make videos, bro. And I'm really not even sure if I'm gonna have time to record this, but I'm just writing right now, so I have something in case of the chance. So boom. For starters, 2025 was already not going to be a hit because now I got to go to a new school since I got expelled. And not only that, it was a regional college campus. So I'm around grown-ass men, women, and whatever else there is. But then I got to go back to the school that expelled me because they're a college class there. They couldn't kick me out of because the college said no. Bro, like, it confuses me talking about it, bro. And I'm going to only be there for almost 20 minutes a day because most of the time I get out my other school. And then once I'm done with that, I got to go to track practice, then swim practice, then another track practice 40 minutes away for the same team. I don't get back till like 10 p.m. every night, and I'm leaving the crib at 6 every morning, so I don't got time for a job, which is really annoying when you gotta keep filling the tank and paying to get shit fixed for the car when you ain't been working for a little bit. But that ain't even the worst of it, because swimming track season all went by, and then boom, I'm about to graduate from that same school that expelled me, because they didn't actually expel me, because they couldn't. I didn't actually do anything, and they knew that. So they just kicked me out of all my classes, and I was about to transfer. But when I called it the principal, he was like, nah, we gonna need you for track. So we gonna send you to college for free next semester, and you gonna stay and do track. Now, I didn't want to say yes, but my parents ain't even give me time to say no, because they was like, yeah, and signed off. So boom, I'm walking the stage for the same school that expelled me, and I go through the line of staff, and I only shook one hand because I fought with the assistant principal. But the last in line was the principal that expelled me, and I'm walking past him, and then he grabs my arm from behind, pulls me in and hugs me. Then he started talking about something, I love you so much, and I pushed this fat ass Peterbilt looking ass nigga off me, and then started cussing his ass out because I already got my diploma. He could try to take it out of my hands. I would have beat his ass. I really don't care. Bro. So after that, I walked to my seat, and I was about to sit down, and I said, fuck that. Threw my cap and gown and kicked my seat over, which I wish I ain't do because I was using one of my homies' cap and gown from the year before, which I still have. Been meaning to get that back, big bro. I'm sorry. So I grabbed my shit together and started taking off my dress clothes because I had other shit under them. And then I walked out, but as I'm walking out, 2 cops stopped me, bro. I'm like, oh, no, what is this, bro? Then they started checking in, asking where I'm going, if I'm okay, and I'm like, nah, bro, fuck this bitch ass principal. Then these niggas to my face said nobody liked that man, not even them. They told me they hate his ass too, and told me not to let it ruin my day. I said, that's why I'm leaving. So boom, I dipped, beat the traffic, and got home with time to change for a little kickback I was going to after. After school was over, I thought summer 25 was going to be nice because it was the first summer I had since after elementary school where I wasn't practicing a sport or 3 for hours every day. But instead of sports, I ended up having 4 jobs, which 3 of them were full-time because I had to make enough money to pay for college. So I ended up working more than 140 hours a week from May to August, and I only had 1 day off the whole summer, which I spent on a date with a girl who about ruined my life, which let me knock on wood because she still can the way she moving. But that's not for right now, so back to working. Having nothing to do but work is honestly one of the worst things I've ever done in my life. That's the reason I wasn't able to get videos out, because I was working from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. every single day, and my shifts only got longer. But mind you, I'm doing this at 4 different jobs, so not only am I working every day, but I gotta do a shitty scheduling from 4 different places that all conflict because nobody want to listen to my schedule. Like, bro, the amount of times my bosses would call me lazy for saying I can't come in, even though I picked up multiple shifts those weeks while I was at my other job I told them I'd be at when they asked for my schedule. It really got on my nerves, let alone all the crazy shit that happened at work over the summer, which was fucking insane. I had to ban 2 different people from one location, call the cops on somebody twice, was there when cops were called 3 other times, and had 4 people try to fight me, plus a co-worker tried to fight me. Well, wanted to. His pussy ass ain't really trying to, but that's neither here nor there. So after working all summer, I was finally able to pay for college, barely, and then I realized I won't be able to afford to even commute without taking out a loan, because I had enough money to pay for tuition out of pocket, but not enough to keep gas in the tank to get there. So I had to take out a loan, which pissed me off, because dude, like, I'm really finna be in debt because this shit, but it's whatever. I guess I can't go back. But the only reason I did that was because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get a job on campus, which for some reason stayed true. I applied for every available position and didn't get a single one, which I feel like was because they knew I was a commuter. And even off-campus jobs wouldn't hire me, bro. Shit was fucking wicked. But at one point, I ended up having 3 jobs, although none of them were paid because they were student jobs that got you experience for your degree. So the uni be like, we ain't got to pay them. So boom, I'm at college and none of my friends are anywhere near any of my classes, and I'm off campus, an hour drive to get there and then another hour to get back. Although ain't none of this matter, because for whatever reason, every time niggas on the league, I was never notified. I even got replaced as a token light skin. They would tell the nigga who lived in the same place I did and not even in college about the links, but not me. But it's whatever, because I've been new. I'm not really the guy niggas want to hang with, and that's okay, because it don't really be for any reason most of the time. People just don't like me, and that's okay. Not everyone gotta like each other. So with me not having nothing to do, I just worked every night till about 2 in the morning, getting home at 3 every morning. Then I shower, I'm going to bed like 3:30 or 4, depends on if I ate or not. Then I had to be out the crib by 6:30 every day. But Monday, to make sure I got the class in time. And bro, the amount of times I showed up late to class or about fell asleep at the wheel, I lost count after the first 2 weeks of school, because that shit was really trying me. And it wasn't even a lack of sleep, because my whole life I never been able to sleep, but it was a lack of rest. My body got to the point that it would just shut itself down and I'd pass out. With me not having time to do shit, I was never in the mood for bullshit. So I made a lot of people unhappy with the way I went about things, because the moment I felt like someone was wasting my time, I say something and cut them off, which I always do, but I usually do it respectfully, because don't waste my time. But since I wasn't getting no rest, I was irritable as hell, so I was extra aggressive with it. Meaning that the main part of college, which is making friends and connections, I really didn't miss out on, but I made it harder than it had to be because I rubbed people the wrong way when we first met. But you know what? We all hashed that out, and I'm friends with everybody that I rubbed the wrong way. Other than working and going out, college was buns as hell, because there was only one professor who didn't make class feel like I was wasting my time. The rest were buns. Not only monotone as fuck, but just plain dumb at the time. Half these niggas didn't even care to proofread the shit that they put out. And it was such stupid mistakes that you know AI didn't make that mistake. So they were trying and were still that bad. And then there was just the professors who had everything against them. Because if you weren't in their class for your major, you just had no reason to care about anything that was being said. Especially in my anthropology class. Mr. Brofessor tried his best to make it interesting, but shit was just not hitting. But I really loved the dude to death, especially because I'd see him walking around all the time outside of class. Which is another thing. I came to town on moving weekend to meet people and make friends, and I made so many, especially that offered me a place to chill between classes or even crash after a late night. And some of these fuckers would hit me up to pull up, and we was trying to figure out the class schedule so when we could link, but we could never, because for some reason every single person had schedule conflicts with me, and it was so disheartening to look at all the schedules and realize, shit, I got nowhere to go between classes. Mind you, I got 4 hours, sometimes 6 in between classes. Sometimes I have another 5 in between work, because I ain't mentioned, but I only work nights. And you can only study in the library for so long before you start to lose your mind. So I just fucking walked everywhere, on and off campus, every day for hours on top of hours, and it was so hot every day. It was so annoying, but I be sweating class, sweating through my socks, my shoes falling apart. I was bare knuckle teague, timing that shit straight jersey, no draws, every day with my BF forces, no socks. I'm still leaving puddles in the chair for the swamp ass. So how you think it felt walking with a 40-pound bag on my back every day? Which, trust me, I know that sound crazy, but it was valid because I had to keep hella shit in there, bro. Had all my books and workbooks, so that's had a lot to keep at times, you know, up to 4 fits in there for school work, other work possibly, and my fucking gym clothes, mind you. All these shits had different shoes to go to because of dress codes and shit. Also, I couldn't just wear my gym shoes and walk in them all day because I tried for the first week, and then after day 2 I had blisters, cuts, and blood all over my feet because my busted ass hookers was like walking on nails. And then on top of that, my ass go to the University of fucking Hills, so everything you walk is a steep ass hill. Mind you, I'll be walking after the gym, so post destroying my legs unfathomably on leg day, which was every day, because for some reason I decided to lift every morning and night, both different halves of my body, total into a full body at the end of the day, which killed me. On top of all this, though, the worst part was the devil cut me off, bro. So now I ain't have no hose needed. I'm going through all this with my hose gone. Ain't no new ones either, bro. And I was fucked because I ain't had no time to go out because I worked on the weekends too, bro. Every single day. Certified free 7 days a week. All for corporate to take advantage of me. It got so bad. There were 2 times when I was driving back from home, I spun out the car and had to save it from going to the opposite side of the highway because I was getting so dazed at the wheel. But I saved it both times. We cooling and the car been perfect ever since. Speaking of driving though, the drive was so ass because of the speed limit. Half the time was unnecessarily slow at 55, and then people would go 30, which wasn't too bad because there was never any traffic the way I was going, but there was always 2 dickheads blocking the lane. And there was one time I was coming back from work, and it's 4 a.m. Saturday morning. I'm just trying to go home, go to sleep, but I get pulled over, clocked 83 in a 55. But only because when I got off the exit, I saw a cop pull out, and he followed me, and he shut off all his lights. I'm talking headlights and everything. So I'm going the speed limit, then boom, I hit a flow of traffic. Then I'm 1 out of 10 cars. So he starts speeding up. Then one by one, they all get off the highway, and then as soon as I'm the last car standing, a pair of headlights appear in my mirror, and I get pulled over. Then this dickhead ass cop come over talking about some, I know you're a broke college student, so you probably can't afford it, but your tickets are going to be $200. You can do a payment plan if you want. Boy, I swear to God, if I had something to reach for that night, I would have reached, because ain't no way in hell he just talked to me like that. But it's whatever. I got 30 more minutes left till I'm home. I'ma just go slow the whole way, and I ain't even bump music. I was so scared. So I'm going 5 on the limit the whole way home till I hit a light. And as soon as I'm stopped for the light, I look to my right and I see a steady in the gas station. Then the light turned green and I see the steady car disappear from the luminescence of pump 6. And I'm already knowing what's about to happen, cause I'm the only motherfucker out here. So boom, he follow me. I get pulled over again, and he shine his spotlight on me. Then he come over to the car with a flashlight out. He tells me, "You've been drinking tonight." And don't even ask for my license and registration. I'm like, what, bro? So I say no. And then he's telling me to stop lying. He says, I know you're drunk. Stop lying to me. And he's coming at me for a couple minutes as I'm trying to tell bro I just got pulled over. So if I was drunk, I wouldn't have still been out there on the road. He wasn't trying to hear none of that, though. So he started talking about I'm going to do a sobriety test. Then he say, but first let me see what that license and registration do, which are still wrapped up in the ticket from earlier because I ain't take it out yet. So before I even grab it, he start questioning me again. Where you coming from? I say work. He go, where you going? I'm like, home. Then he goes, what's at home? Mind you, it's 4:30 in the morning at this point. So I told him bed was at home. What you think? Then bro has the audacity to tell me, no, it's not. Then reaches in, asks for the license and registration again. I hand it to bro and he sees that it's in the ticket from 20 minutes ago. He go, oh, so you weren't lying. Then hands me my shit back and proceeds to tell me you were going 70 to 55. Mind you, the gas station he was at where dude was parked, he couldn't even see anybody till they got to the light. And I had a red light, so I stopped for it anyways. So what is he talking about? And he ain't mentioned speed once up to this point. Then dude tells me I'm going to court, so you won't give me a ticket. And then he says, don't be stupid. Calls me an idiot. Then peels out so hard he let tire marsh. And I sat there for a second thinking, how didn't I get lynched? And then I went home. After that, I had problems with getting to school a couple times because roads were at level 3 unplowed, and I had to make it to school in a Honda fucking Civic when a Tacoma was out here spinning in front of me as we was getting on the fucking highway. I counted 13 crashes that I saw on my way to school that morning, and that was crashes. I easily saw 20 spins and upwards of 30 cars on the side of the road. And then, bro, on Saturday before finals week, I'm leaving my friend's dorm at like 2 in the morning, and then while I'm driving, a bitch-ass deer jumped out in front of me and totaled the fucking car. So boom, it's 2:30, I'm on the side of the road in December as snow was on the ground. I'm cold as fuck, but the car caught itself on fire, nothing major, just on slight. So I had to hop out that hole, and I got really bad asthma, so I couldn't even stay close enough to feel the warmth. I had to walk a quarter mile down the fucking highway to get out the way, and then I had to sit on that guardrail, and I could feel the snow seeping through my cheeks, going in my hole. And then when my pops came to pick me up, he ain't used my directions and was cussing me out the whole time he was on his way. So then, boom, I get in dude's car. And then when we 10 minutes from the crib, I had to get out the car because this nigga finna beat my ass. So I jump out the whip, and he chased me. And then we scrap on the side of the road in front of the Chipotle at 4 in the morning. Now I got blood all over my clothes, and I'm cut up all over. So now I'm walking home, and it's a whole nother hour of a walk. Then, boom, I finally get home. Finals week was just as ass as it could be. And then it was winter break, which was fucking ass. Because, boom, my parents all mad at me about crashing them car. Find out shit with my family that I won't even then I find out shit with my family that I won't even get into. So now I got all this on top of that, and then I ain't get shit for Christmas from my parents. Then they gonna have the audacity to get mad at me, even though I ain't complain, even though they got all my other sibling shit. But that's usually how things go, so I ain't complain. And then also I got other shit from my siblings, all I wanted, by the way. So I wasn't too mad about it, because my siblings came in clutch. Also, my birthday in December, my parents admitted to me that they stole my packages that I got sent to the crib and was going to give me some shoes that I bought myself for my birthday. But then I found where they hid it and stole it back. So the only reason they got me a birthday gift was because my siblings forced them to, because they didn't give me anything for graduation like they did my siblings. So my siblings pressed it. But I ain't even want to get to that point because it's like somebody had to force you to do it. But it also ain't matter because I got the best birthday gift from the best, most gorgeous girl that I've been dating for a month up to that point. She broke up with me.
I'm a pacifist. You're a thing that babies suck on.
No, dude, that's a pedophile. Tucker, I think he means a pacifier.
Oh, yeah, right.
Man, I was totally thinking about something else. That's real classy, Tucker.
Closer, she love when I tell her come closer. She told me it's mine, I'm the owner. And I know she mind the way she look at me. Oh. Slower, fire ballet, baby, slower. She grab it 2 hands like I owe her. And the way she whines, she make me lose composure.
I need her.
She a 5 foot satin brown diva. Cut balls when I stroke, she a keeper. When I look into her eyes, she freeze up. Make me wanna please her, ease up, boo-boo. Sauce and charm, that's nothing like juju. Hug her, grab a handful of batty like fufu. Woody so good, he turn a smart gal cuckoo. Drip so cold, oti things men do for £1 and $1. Browning legs get spread like butter. Breast get squeezed, man twist like udder. Family came from dust and gutter. I'm D like P or D like Digger. No rest till my racks big like Tipper. YD turn good gal to shipper. Brown Cinderella with the red bottom slipper. Stripes on the Ross, so I call that pussy Tigger and a fatty batty backy. Shake it laffy taffy, baddie B like Cardi in the Range or the Rari with my way. Or Bacardi wearing A or Versace like to play. And she nasty every day, it's a party, that's my bae, that's my Barbie, that's my boo. Touch one hand and you're gonna lose two. Cause I sauce and juice, turn a good juke loose. Cause my baby ain't loose.
Closer, she love when I tell her come closer. She told me it's mine, I'm the owner. And I know she mind the way she look at me, oh. Slower, fire ballet baby slower. She grab it 2 hands like I owe her. And the way she whines, she whines, she whines, she whines.